Cool. Whenever you're ready.
Right. Hello, Jameson. We've got Bailey and Paddy here from Among the Ruined.
How you going?
Gold Coast.
What's going on?
So we're just here to have a chat to them about the band and how it's all going. So guys, tell us about yourself. I saw that you guys were known as a different name before. Was it Death Decorum?
Yeah,
I've seen the videos.
it's not something I normally talk about, but
Okay.
yeah, Dark Decorum was
Dark
our
Decorum.
original name.
Alright.
So I think the reason behind changing it is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think we've got a good name now that we're all
Yeah,
happy with.
we're pretty happy with it.
Well, I think it definitely fits the genre.
Yeah, hopefully. That's what we're going for.
And so how long have you guys been together for? Like the band?
About 3 years now, I'd probably say, since kind of mid 2015. We started working together.
All the same fellas?
Gone through a couple of drummers though.
Yeah, I thought I noticed the long hair, short hair, but I wasn't sure it was
Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually got a brand new drummer. We played our first show back a couple of weeks ago, Wallapalooza, a metal festival.
Alright.
First gig back in a while, which was good.
Yeah.
Played a couple of new songs and the epic and the swing
It was a bit
things.
nerve-wracking, kind of had to open for the whole thing.
Oh really?
So yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking, but
It was good though. Had a bunch of friends that came down. We
Yeah.
sold like 10 t-shirts and
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good t-shirt.
yeah.
good energy. We played well. It was great. We had a lot of fun.
And so you guys have just released your first big single,
Yeah.
Don't Hesitate. Is there, and you said you've been doing a lot of time in the studio lately, is there an EP coming or an album?
yeah.
There was
Probably it's probably going to be a 6-track EP with an intro, so I guess technically 7 tracks. Yeah, we actually recorded Don't Hesitate like maybe 2 years ago now, a year and a half ago. It's been a while, but as I said, because we went through a couple of lineup changes, so we needed to find a new drummer, rehearse him up, and do another photo shoot, and
It's like Spinal Tap.
yeah,
Yeah.
before we could before we could release it. So we're finally back to the stage where we're able to promote all this product we've been holding on to for so long. But it's been good because it's given us like a good 6 months to like just record and rehearse and really focus in on that, like sort of behind the scenes sort of stuff, I guess.
So do you guys, have you booked out a formal studio, or do you have like a home studio?
Home studio.
I've actually got a proper studio at my house that my dad built. Like all my families are professional musicians.
Alright.
So when I was like a little kid, he built a proper studio at our house, and I'm pretty okay as a producer. So we've been recording and doing all the recording and editing at my place, but we have actually booked out a bigger studio with a producer that we really like to get it mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
So
We both we met at the Music Industry College, if you've ever heard of that, in
Alright.
Fortitude Valley. It's a small independent school, but they really teach you a lot of kind of the concrete stuff you got to learn about the industry, which where he's definitely sunk his teeth into. So we can do all that tracking from home to a industry standard recording, and then it's just about getting it, re-amped, mixed and mastered, which takes a lot of money off the cost.
Yeah, so would you recommend any young band starting out to go through that?
it is good for saving money, but it is an art form as well.
Yeah.
So
You would really have to put the hours in. You got to be really
Yeah.
dedicated to learn the program and
learn the best way of recording them and editing them with the mix and master in mind, of thinking about, okay, if I gave this to a world-class producer, does he have the tools he needs to take it to the level of any other album that we sort of listen to, kind of thing.
also, and the added challenge of having good chemistry and a good friendship with whoever's going to be the main person with you in the studio, because spending 5 to 6 hours in a room a day with someone, it
Drives me insane.
it makes us pretty crazy by the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can imagine.
gets pretty weird.
Having your own studio must save a ton on the cost because isn't the studio renting time?
Yeah,
The roof.
yeah, it's really good because it actually allows us to, rather than spending like a couple of grand on the EP or whatever you can afford, we can actually spend all of that money just on getting it mixed and mastered, which means that we can pay for a really, really good producer in a really high class studio, because it's only for mix and mastering, which would only take maybe 5-6 days for an EP or something.
Right.
So you're only paying for that amount of time in the studio, which is good when it's like a couple $100 a day. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Considering it's taken us nearly 6-7 months, we've been tracking almost every single day, and that's chord tracked, just chord track guitars and vocals and stuff. It is a very lengthy process, so it can end up costing you loads of money spending that time in a studio. It's a very worthwhile skill to learn, I'd say.
and when you're paying per hour, it's it also gives us the tools to be able to just get it exactly the way we want it and take the time to get all of the performances the best that we can get it. You know what I mean?
With your genre of music, it's very, highly skilled musicianship compared to someone doing a slow kind of song.
Exactly. And I would say it's probably taught us in this to be better musicians.
Oh, man.
Being able to put our own guitar playing as both lead guitarists under that microscope, and then looking at okay, I'm not playing that so clean. Where can I adjust my technique to fix that? Under the microscope, hearing these two parts together didn't actually work as well as we'd heard it just with our ear. We have to rearrange bits here. We can also add little bits of extra flair in here, and it gives you a wide array of stuff to really look at and put under a microscope.
Do you guys have other bands come and use your home studio? Is it just
We have done.
Yeah.
My dad used to get artists in and record them and produce them. He doesn't so much anymore because he's doing other things now. But we've basically got pretty good studio there that it's pretty much just free reign for me.
Yeah.
Roll out of bed, make a couple of coffees, and just head straight to it.
what a life?
That's it. It's pretty much like work we don't get paid for yet.
Yeah. But at least we're not paying for it.
That's it.
And when you finish recording and mixing everything, are you going to be a lot of bands these days are just sticking to digital releases? Are you guys going to put a physical release? Are you going to do CDs? Are you going to do vinyl?
Probably not vinyl at this point, but I definitely want to get some physical CDs printed for sure.
We listened to a lot of CDs in his car, and after he pointed it out to me, hearing the difference between what you have on a CD and an MP3, it's a totally different experience.
Like when because I always listen to stuff off my phone and stuff, so when now that I'm used to that, because my aux cord in my car broke, so I started just using plain CDs.
Yeah.
And the difference is actually noticeable. It's so much better and clearer and chunkier. It's crazy.
A good example is I've loved Avenged Sevenfold for years and years and years, and I tried to get him into the album Waking the Fallen, which is one of their earlier metalcore versions. And through MP3, it doesn't sound so strong or punchy in the guitars, which was never kind of a big point. It was a big point for him. And then he bought the album and put it in on the CD in his car, and it brought it a new life. Brought it a bit more to life, and he really got into it. So,
well, I noticed that with particular different versions of songs, appearing on different compilations. Like there was a, I just remember this version of Waiting for the Man by the Velvet Underground, and there was a second version that came up on Lou Reed's Greatest Hits, and you could hear the piano louder. And it was like, you know, just differences like that, and it just comes out of the mix sometimes.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. That's pretty much what it does. You can fit a lot more data onto a CD. So
Sometimes I hear parts that I've never heard before either.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
I've been used to the iTunes version, and I played on the CD. I'm like, what? I've never heard that part before. like little extra guitar parts or backing vocals that pop through on the CD that you can't quite hear on the MP3 version because it's so compressed.
But it seems like, you know, the more we move on with technology, everyone tends to, you know, everything gets a revival. People like to hear the sound of, you know, music on vinyl again. People find that, you know, CD
They might come
sound
back.
is superior to digital, which is, I mean, it's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah.
You guys, but you know, I've never really taken the time to. Like,
Yeah.
everything's
yeah.
done on Spotify on my phone through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like an aux
exactly.
cord. Yeah. And I think I reckon it will get to that once it gets to a point where CDs become so old that it crosses that line to becoming like retro,
Yeah.
and then it might become cool again.
But it's also
Um,
nice having a physical copy of something and being able to
Yeah,
sell
Yeah,
it.
and
exactly.
being able
Sell
to
things with.
look through the booklet and,
Yeah.
and see all the artwork and read the lyrics. It's sort of an experience that you don't really get with, but you do with vinyl. And I'm so happy that that's sort of become a cool thing now. It's like a trendy thing to get vinyls, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I'm doing that too. So.
You got a cool little digital record player in your house, which is cool.
Yeah, I've got a vinyl player at my place, so we've
really?
we've actually got vinyls. So
We've got the ones now you can plug in to a computer and record, like vinyls that never got a digital release or a CD release. So rare ones or bootlegs.
Oh
You
man.
can record. I did it with I did it with when Mick Jagger had a brother, and we got one of his vinyls. And
oh yeah.
Oh wow.
it's interesting. So, how often are you guys gigging at the moment? Like, you said it was been a big break between.
Yeah,
last
yeah. We've been spending probably the past 6 months recording and also looking for a drummer. And once we found a drummer, then rehearsing with them and working with them. And so it's only been in recent times that we've finally been able to, because we did a new photo shoot. Now we've released stuff, and we played our first gig a couple of weeks ago. We've got some more coming up in the next few weeks and stuff. So
And predominantly been Brisbane and Gold Coast, or
yeah,
Predominantly Brisbane. There's
Brisbane.
not really too
Yeah.
much on the Gold Coast, so
It,
you guys live there, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
we live on the Gold Coast, but we make the trip up to Brisbane so much. I mean, we used to do it for school. MIC's in the valley.
All right.
But yeah, our we did play actually a metal festival on the Gold Coast, which was strange for us because we don't normally play gigs on the Gold Coast. But it was great. It was like an all day thing, 3 stages, packed rooms.
Yeah.
It was really cool. But yeah, all of the other gigs we've got planned and that we're working on, Brisbane. 99% of them are always Brisbane.
And you see yourselves touring down the East Coast in the future once the
Yep.
album comes out?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure what'll happen with just the single. Like, you can tour off a single, but and I'd obviously love to, but I think we're just focusing on that recording and finishing the album at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Especially because the single only kind of showcases one aspect of our sound. We are pretty diverse in a way. Our single "Don't Hesitate" is a very middle of the road sort of song. There's a little bit of screaming, mostly clean and yelly vocals. There's a guitar solo.
Yeah, well, I was surprised to hear the clean vocals come through from the beginning.
Exactly. It is a lot more of our middle of the road stuff, so that's a lot more digestible. We do have way heavier stuff, you know.
But we also have more mellow stuff
Yeah.
as well. Like acoustic songs, ballad songs, like just softer rock songs, as well as the really sort of heavy stuff.
Stuff that you
Where can people discover your music online, and do you guys on Spotify?
Yep. So
iTunes.
you can head to Facebook, Instagram, Among the Ruined,
Yep.
where you'll be able to find us. But we're also, don't hesitate, on YouTube. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play. Yeah, it's everywhere. So
You know, bit of a plug for DistroKid for aspiring musicians. Great way to get all your stuff out there because it's all
really
through
easy.
one platform, and then over a scope of 3 or 4 days, they upload it to everything for you.
Disco.
So DistroKid, yeah, we first heard about it through YouTube and a few of our guitar cover guys we like, and it's been a massive asset for us.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for coming to the interview, guys. And
no worries,
thanks for
man.
the future.
No
Have
worries.
fun.
No worries.
Keep a lookout.
Cheers, man.
See ya.